येनात्मना विलीयन्ते उद्भवन्ति च वृत्तयः नित्यावगतये तस्मै नमोऽधिः प्रत्ययात्मने प्रमथ्यवज्रोपमयुक्तिसम्भृतैः श्रुतेररातीन् शतशो वचोऽसिभिः ररक्षवेदार्धनिधिं विशालधीर् नमो यतीन्द्राय गुरुर्गरीयसे शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। तत्वमसि प्रकरणम् in 216th shloka we saw how I can have nirdukhatva swaroopa and dukkhitva anubhava. In 215, poorvapakshi or Shishya asked, how do I have this anubhava? I am akaama, sakriya, siddha, etc. So Siddhaanti says, which question can be justified and which question is unjustified? So I am liberated is a fact. I am nishkriya, I am akaama, I am swata siddha, swayam prakasha. This is a fact. Why do I experience otherwise? There we have to put a question. What is Pramaana siddha? In that there should not be question. What is Pramaana virodhi? There prashnam arhati. This is what was said in 216. Further now, ajñāta jñāpana svabhavena pramanina apurvārthe bodhite tad virodhi yah pramana bhasa grihito artha sa prashnam arhati iti uktam prapanchayati. So what he said earlier, now he explains further. Ajñāta jñāpana svabhava is the svabhava of pramana. Ajñāta jñāpanam or jñāpaka is pramanam. What I don't know, that it is going to reveal. So everybody's anubhava is, I am dukhi, I am baddha, I am kami, I am martya, etc. What I don't know is what is revealed by Upanishad Pramaana. Apurvarthe bodhite, and that artha is na purvam bodhita iti apurva bodhita. Apurvarthe bodhite. So earlier what is not known is taught by Upanishad, but it's virodhi, whatever knowledge I have, it is because of pramana abhasa. Tad virodhi yaha pramana abhasa grihito artha. That I am baddha, I am parichinna, etc. That artha is not pramana siddha, pramana abhasa siddha. So my attention there is on deha, on antakarana, etc. Therefore, saha prashnam arhati. Saha artha, saha anubhava, virodhi anubhava prashnam arhati. It deserves questioning. Aham nirmukta ityeva sadasi tyanyamanajaha pratyaksha bhasajanyatvat दुःखित्वं प्रश्नमर्हति। अहं निर्मुक्त इत्येव सदसीत्यन्यमानजः प्रत्यक्षाभासजन्यत्वात् दुःखित्वं प्रश्नमर्हति। अहं निर्मुक्तः इति सद असि इति एव अनुभवः अन्यमानजः। अन्य here means shruti. अन्यमानजः मान प्रमाण जः जन्य अन्य प्रमाण जन्य is this अनुभव अहम निर्मुक्तः अहम सत् etc. प्रत्यक्षाभासजन्यत्वात् दुःखित्वं प्रश्नमर्हति. On the other hand, I am dukhi, I am martyah, I have so many virodhis, I have some सहयोगीस. All these परिच्छिन्नत्व बुद्धि जन्य व्यापार बुद्धि व्यापार is all pratyaksha abhasa janya. It is mithya. I should have the samarthya to cut it. When Shastra says a person should have buddhi pradhana, not antakarana, not mind. Person who has dominated mind, they will not be able to cut the mithya experience. They will end up giving reality to what is mithya. Person who is buddhi pradhana, they have the ability to eliminate mithya anubhava. So this is the reason why they say for Vedanti, buddhi should be pradhana. When buddhi becomes predominant, then I can differentiate satya mithya. I can label it correctly. This is Brahma, Atma is Satya. This is Anatma, Anatma is Mithya. This is Anatma, Anatma is Mithya. This Viveka Samarthya only buddhi will have, not mind. Mind will do Sankalpa Vikalpa and it will create some confusion. The meditation I was mentioning, oh mind, you are a headache for me. I don't know how many of you heard. So, who is telling that mind? Of course, Atma cannot tell. Atma cannot speak. When it is said Atma talking to mind, means this buddhi where knowledge is, which has done Shravanam Mananam, is doing Nididhyasanam now as Atma. That buddhi says, mind, you stay away. Means don't become emotional on any front. Remain viveki. But that is not the dharma of mind. So this is one way of looking at that meditation. That I have to be highly rational when it comes to Vedanta. There is no compromise. What is mithya is mithya. So, and what is abhasajanya is abhasajanya. Mithya means it will be abhasajanya. So, dukkhitva, even if I experience, I am able to label it as anatma, as mithya, because abhasajanyatvat. Now, why that experience is there? Because I have too much identification with upadhi. I want to associate with vishayas and think that I will have vishaya and no sorrow. It is not never going to happen. I will have too many idams in my life, but no sorrow. It is never going to happen. I will identify with body and remain eternal. It is like this. Tika. Sadasi iti yad anyan anyat manam tajja tajjanyam ityartha. Sadasi. Twam sadasi means aham brahmasmi. This jnanam is anyamana janya. Yad anyamanam is shruti pramana tajjanya. There is hardly any tika in most of these. Some explanation is there sometimes, but we should understand what is shruti. So here you see Bhagavan Bhashyakar gives importance to shruti pramana and downplays all the other pramana. Other pramana means they are abhasa only. So if a person can think in this way, then there is no worry. They will hear the Mahavakya, they are mukta. This is one category. Because any dukkham is abhasa janya. That dukkha is abhasa, dukkha anubhava karta is abhasa. Therefore, there is no reality. Now he says, Idanim shishya akanksha vashenapi karya kalpanam na ghatata itya. Based on the akanksha of the shishya akanksha vashenapi karya kalpanam na ghatate. Karya kalpanam means kalpana of the karya is not appropriate. Which karya? Dukkhadi karya. Why? Prishtamakangshitam vachyam dukkha bhavam abhipsitam. Prishtamakangshitam vachyam dukkha bhavam abhipsitam. What is the akanksha of the shishya? Abhipsitam. Abhipsitam means that about which one has abhipsa. Means a desire to know. Abhipsitam vastu is dukkha bhavam. Dukkha bhavam abhipsitam. So, whenever a person is asking anything, what is the intention? Intention is to ask how I will not have sorrow. What is that where there is no sorrow? This is the prishtam akangshitam. Akangshitam prishtam. About this there is akanksha. What is that? Which is where there is dukkha bhavam. So dukkha bhavam ipsitam akankshitam yat prishtam tad vachya. So what is that yat prishtam? What when the person is asking what is dukkha bhavam? That is tad vachyam, that is Brahma. Dukkha bhava is Brahma. Kim tad akankshitam tadaha dukkha bhavam avipsitam iti. Dukkhasya abhavo yasmins tad dukkha bhavam brahma rupam moksha lakshanam ityartha. So brahma rupa is dukkha bhava. So Poorvapakshi's question was, now you have to keep the thought process. Poorvapakshi was saying After Shravanam, even if we have Jnanam, we have to do Prasankhyanam. Because that Jnanam has not removed Ajnanam yet. Therefore, we have to do Prasankhyanam, some kind of avritti. Siddhaanti is saying, Shastra will tell you through Mahavatya, you are nirdukha, nishkama, nishkriya, siddha, etc. Moksha swaroopa. Then, why would anyone think otherwise? And then will think that Ajnanam has not gone. So Poorvapakshi said, but that is our anubhava. I hear it, but my sorrow has not gone. So Siddhaanti says, your question would be, what is that where there is no sorrow? Your question should not be, why I am feeling this way. Now he explains further. Prashna swarupam upanyasya tad anurupatvam prativachanasya nigamayati. Prashna swarupam, he explains. Then tad anurupa prativachanam means answer he will give. Katham hidam nivarteta dukkham sarvatmana mama iti prashnanurupam yat vachyam dukkha nivartakam. Katham hidam nivarteta dukkham sarvatmana mama iti prashnanurupam yat vachyam dukkha nivartakam. Katham hi idam dukkham mama dukkham sarvatmana nivarteta. How this sorrow of mine will go for good in every way. If this is the question, iti prashnanurupam yad dukkha nivartakam tadvachya. So, according to the question, appropriate would be the answer. What is that which is dukkha nivartakam? Now, Poorvapakshi says, Nanu prishtam eva uchyate prasankhyana dvarena. What you have asked, or whoever is asking how to remove sorrow, that is what we say through prasankhyanam. Tad vyatirekena shruter dukkha apanayana samarthya abhavat iti ashankya. Poorvapakshi says, other than prasankhyanam, dukkha apanayana samarthya, shruti does not have. Shrutehe dukkha apanayana. Apanayana means elimination, removal. Dukkha removal samarthya abhava is there in shruti. Shruti does not have the ability to remove sorrow other than through prasankhyanam. And that is what is being answered. What is asked, how to remove sorrow? Through prasankhyanam. Iti ashankya. Pramanasya prameya avabodhanam eva karya. Na karyantaram asti iti pariharati. A beautiful siddhanta. Pramana's job is to reveal prameya, not to give any other karya, any other vidhi. Na karyantaram karyam asti. Vedanta is a pramana. Pramana is only jnapakam. It will only tell you are Brahma. Poorvapakshi is saying, Pramana is saying you have to do prasankhyanam. Siddhaanti says, Pramana cannot say that you do some, you are Brahma and you do prasankhya. It will never be the case. Dukkha apanayanam, when it is said, we should properly understand Vedanta and not blame Vedanta, not misunderstand Vedanta. See, in introduction he said, Shrutehe dukkha panayana samarthya abhavan. Shruti doesn't have the ability to remove sorrow other than prasankhya. After studying Vedanta, will my bodily sorrows go?
No.
No.
Body related pain will not go away. Vedanta doesn't say your body will become healthy. You study Vedanta. Don't exercise, eat whatever, whenever you want, and you will be free from bodily sorrows. That is never said. Okay. Sense organ related problems?
No.
No.
They will not go. They will also continue. If they are there, they will continue. You take medicine, you take do exercise, change your diet, whatever you want to do, that you can do. And mind related problems?
No.
It will. They will go.
How many of you say mind related problems will go? Raise your hands. Okay, put your hands down. The question is, what kind of mind related problems are there? Mind related problems where I become emotional. So if I have kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, Vedanta teaches you are infinite Brahman. Therefore, you should not have desire for objects. In this way, it will remove kama. Vedanta will teach you are Ananda Swaroopa and Sarvarupa. So then, where will you do krodha? Whose irsha you will have? You are Sarvarupa. In this way, Vedanta will eliminate through knowledge. Vedanta directly will not remove mental problems. Vedanta will give wisdom. You have to know how to use this wisdom of Vedanta to solve mental problems. Mental limitations that I have, disturbances that I have to eliminate them through teachings. So what I hear, I should know how to use it to solve my mental problems, mental issues. When I say mental problems, is mental issues, hang-ups, what we call. That I am not able to go past them. They become roadblock for me. And therefore, I don't see progress in my sadhana or in my results. So the only way is I have to use this knowledge to instruct my mind. Oh mind, why are you doing this? Oh mind, don't you understand oneness? What are you studying in Vedanta? Why are you writing so many notes and then not implementing anything? In this way, we have to instruct that mind, which has these roadblocks. So normally what should happen is, when Guru tells, Shishya will listen. But let's say if Guru is away, or the Shishya says, I don't listen to any Guru. Okay, you have your buddhi telling your mind. Somebody has to tell that mind. Mind separated from buddhi, let us say, that mind has all problems. That mind is the root cause of everything. Na hyastya vidya manasotirikta manohya vidya bhavabandha hetu tasmin vinashte sakalam vinashtam
Tasmin vijrumbhite sakalam vijrumbhite.
vijrumbhitesmin sakalam vijrumbhate. Vivek Surama. It is mind. Through Anvay Vyatireka, you can prove when mind is, problems are, when mind is not, problems are not. But we do Anvay Vyatireka 1-2 steps further. When this person is there, problems are. When this person is not there, problems are. Therefore, this person is the problem. It is your mind. If I can do this, because I cannot solve the person, I cannot do anything with it. I can take care of my mind. That is where the Vedanta has to work. So if I know how to eliminate, so dukkha apanayanam is not shariradi janya. Dukkha apanayanam of shruti through Mahavakya is no identification with problems of anatma superimposed on atma. This is the main dukkha nivritti. No sorrow of anatma will now onwards be superimposed on atma. This is called dukkha nivritti. Whether anatma has dukkham or not is secondary. But I will not identify with anatma dukkham anymore. It is like if your neighbor has a problem, it is not your problem. Or neighboring country has a problem, it is not your problem. Like that, mind is a neighbor. That anatma has problem, I don't have problem. Mind is dukhi. Okay, let it be. So, in order to do this, I should be able to separate my mind from myself. I should be able to see mind clearly as different from me. That is called mind becoming drishya. That practice we have to do repeatedly, at least few times a day. That mind is drishya, mind is not me. What is drishyam is not me. So if mind is drishyam, mind is not me. The mind's problems are not my problems. Then gradually that mind will lose its ability to disturb you. Otherwise, mind is so strong. What is that shloka? Chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramathi balavat ridham asyaham nigraham manye vayo.
Vayoriva sudushkara.
So achanchalam pramathi balavat ridham. How will we do this nigraha? So nigraha there is not only controlling and then making it mithya. 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 Controlling and then making it m I cannot separate myself from it. How am I going to control it? I think I am mind. So separating it, controlling it, then understanding it is anatma, it is mithya, it is not me. It is a gradual process. Mind doesn't let go that easily. That mind is also aneka janma samsiddha. It has also gained the strength. Who has given strength? This Jiva only has given strength. Pramanasya prameya avabodhanam eva karyam. Na karyantaram asti. Praman has only one role, to do prameya avabodhanam. No other karya. Shrutehe swatmanina shanka ramanye sati vidyate tasmadatma vimuktatvam pratyayayati tadvachah वक्तव्यं तत्तथार्थं स्यात् विरोधे सति केनचित् श्रुतेः स्वात्मनिना शंका प्रामाण्ये सति विद्यते तस्मादात्मविमुक्तत्वं प्रत्याययति तद्वचः वक्तव्यं तत्तथार्थं स्यात् विरोधे सति केनचित्. So one thing that was said is pramana is only for prameya avabodhanam, and dukkha is not shariradi janyam. 2 points were said earlier itself. Third thing we should understand is shrutehe swatmani pramanya sati ashanka na vidyate. Shrutehe swatmani pramanya. Swatmani swavishaye means shruti is swatah pramana, not paratah pramana. Like Nyaya Vaisheshika, Bauddhas, they are paratah pramana. Shruti is swatah pramana. In that, ashanka na vidyate. There is no doubt that shruti pramana requires another pramana to validate shruti. Means we will have to do something, then you will say, yes, what shruti said is correct. No, shruti said is pramana. And in that pramana, there is no vidhi. There is no injunction. So you cannot combine prameya avabodhanam and karyantaram also. Something else to do after that. Tasmat atma vimuktatvam pratyayati tadvachaha. Tat means shruti. Shruti tadvachaha, shruti vachaha, atma vimuktatvam pratyayati. Tasmat. Therefore, shruti does pratyayanam. Pratyayanam means jnapanam, avabodhanam. Shruti enlightens what? Atma vimuktatvam. Atma vimuktatvam means brahmatvam, nirdukhtitvam. Prati upasarg purvak ayayati. Ang upasarg prati ayayati. Ayayati ayagato dhatu is there. Vinijanta prayoga. And check.
Both are there, Swamiji, in Gato and Ayagato.
Ayagato and Engato. Vinijanta prayoga, both are there. Third line says, Kenachit virodhe asati. केनचित् असति विरोधे तत् तथार्थम वक्तव्यम स्यात्. If there is any virodha, if there is any absence of virodha, asati virodhe, if there is no virodha, then that will be tathartham vaktavyam syat. That is how it should be done. See, Tika, shrutehe swata siddhehe pramanye sati swatmani swaprameye na shanka vidyate. Shruti is swata siddha pramana in that swatmani swaprameya, atma which is the prameya, in that there is no shanka. What Shruti reveals is final. Swaprameya avabhas samarthya abhava ashanka na vidyate. Poorvapakshi said Swaprameya avabhas samarthya abhava is there. Though no such shanka should be done. Shruti has ability to remove sorrow. But my sorrow is not gone, that is different problem. Because you continue to identify with anatma. Kim tatah siddham tadaha tasmat atma vimuktatvam shruti vachaha pratyayayati. I am mukta. That is what is revealed through shruti vakya. Muktatva pratyam prati karanatvam yati ityartha. Muktatva pratyam prati karanatvam. Muktatva pratyam means this tadakara vritti. For that, shruti is karana. Shruti will produce I am mukta, this pratyaya. And virodha pariharasya pratatvad iti bhava. Why there is no virodha? Because virodha parihara is done. When the vachyartha is discussed, then there is virodha, then parihara is done, and we come to lakshya. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punaha Punaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyaptadehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.